Well, nothing tops meeting one of your heroes, right? Especially when that introduction comes after they step off the pages of your favorite comic book or off the screen. This weekend, that chance will come for hundreds of fans headed to Sacramento Comicverse. Get it? Universe? Comicverse. Whitney Paulette is a character artist and designer for Disney, joining us from the Bay Area. Whitney, good morning to you.
Good morning. It's so nice to be here. Thank you for having me.
Definitely. You are in the very fun business of creating some of the characters that bring smiles to kids of all ages. You work with Disney and other studios, making Disney's Belle 30-year anniversary doll and doing some of the Disney fairies and Sophia the First. What do you consider to be your most iconic work so far?
Oh my gosh, I love that you know all of that. And I love Disney fairies. So, like, naturally, I have embodied the fairy theme today, especially because you guys have Comic Con coming up this weekend. I also threw on a Sailor Neptune tiara here. But my favorite project that I worked on was really Disney fairies. And I helped, create the toy line along with some other really talented toy designers over at Disney Consumer Products. And it's still one of my favorites. And I'm still working on fairy things.
Oh, I
with them.
know lots of little people who really like the fairies, so they're going to be big
hmm
fans. Folks listening are going to hear character designer and think, oh, I want to do that for you so that others can learn. How did you take your passion for art and connect it to this kind of job?
I really just grew up watching Disney movies and anime and thinking, somebody made this. I really was a big fan of Sailor Moon. And so when I learned about the creator Naoko Takeuchi, who was, I hope I said that well, but she started when she was about 14 and created this really incredible story. And she always would talk about it in her manga. And then, of course, I would watch Disney movies and they'd always have bonus features at the end and they'd interview artists. So I love that they would show the behind the scenes as well as telling this incredible story. So I think I just grew up in a really great time, and I want more of that for the younger generation today.
Okay, so just kind of immersing yourself in it and then figuring out you've got to do this as a job. Now, you've also worked with Nickelodeon as the director of Girls' Toys. What was your favorite creation or campaign there, and what inspires your ideas the most?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So at Nickelodeon, I worked on Shimmer and Shine, which is a really cute preschool property. And I also worked on another cute show called Sunny Day, which was all about solving problems through styling hair, which was kind of fun. So I definitely think about those often. And I really just pull inspiration from my everyday life, from pop culture, from my friends, from my family, and just things that I'm interested in personally. So it comes from a very real place, even though these stories feel very fantastical. They always really resonate, I hope, with people today because they come from things that we all know and love and feel are familiar.
Yeah. Well, even industries like yours that are based on fun can be tough to be in day in and day out. If there's a hard part, what's the hardest part?
Just keeping up with it all. There's a lot of work and there are a lot of people involved and there are a lot of moving parts. So communication is so important. And I think that can be challenging for some. I love talking, so it's not that tough for me. But yeah, sometimes it can be, there are a lot of people involved. It's not really just a one person show out there.
We watch, or with toys, we handle what you put your time and energy into, but you're not always there to see the direct reaction your creations inspire. Starting tomorrow at Sacramento Comicverse, fans will be able to see some of their favorites from like Squid Game and Power Rangers in person. Why do you think making that kind of connection is important?
It's so fun. I mean, I started going to Comic-Con 10 years ago, and I just remember being in awe of the fact that, like, Chris Sanders, the guy who created Lilo and Stitch, was just standing right there talking to everybody just casually, like, I can't believe it, talking about speaking to your heroes. It, like, really was inspiring and exciting. I remember talking to this other person, Travis Louis, who is an artist and illustrator who I really admired. And so you just get to walk up and engage and chat with these incredible people who are actually very chill and cool. And I think it's really important to engage and just, connect with like-minded people and find your
Tribe.
your
Find your
circle of
tribe.
like-minded people. Exactly.
And then what are you working on right now?
Well, I was working on a little portrait of you, and I kind of started already, but do you want to see what I have so far?
Sure.
Oh, let me share my screen. Hold on, it'll take 2 seconds. Oh, it's disabled. No big deal. I can just I can just talk about it. So I usually work digitally, and I use this big touchscreen monitor here to my right, and it works with this pen here. And the pen is just a digital pen that works directly with the monitor. It's very cool. And I work with Photoshop, which most people think is just for, photo editing, but I paint with it. And yeah, and there are a ton of really cool brushes that, I have access to that I'm always trying to improve and kind of change slightly to give it a more realistic texture. So there's a lot of technical stuff, but once you get used to it, it's really not that big of a deal. It doesn't really bother me that much at all. And it's just like drawing or painting traditionally. It's cool.
Well, we're going to email, so I get to see this picture eventually. Thank you so much for joining us this morning to share about this creative world that so many people are into, and Sacramento Comic Verse taking place this weekend at the Grand Hotel. Have a great weekend, Whitney.
You too. Thanks so much. Bye.